But what's up, y'all?
What up?
Episode 2 of All a Part of the Process right here. Yes, I got the same fit on as the first one. No,
It's all the same day.
yeah, it's really the same day, guys. We just got really excited shooting the first vid, and it was dark out, so we're like, all right, cool. Where we set it up? We set it up inside the place here. So, but yeah, Jed, what's up, man? What we talking about, y'all?
Yo, man, I think like all part of the process is amazing, and I think we go through different stages and different things in life, and it's all part of the process. Like nothing happens by coincidence. Right now, I'm a store manager at Mavis there. I was loving it at first, but it's getting crazy and stressful, and I definitely want some type of change, but it's to the point where I don't know what I want to do. I know I don't want to work for somebody for the rest of my life, but you know, I'm scared to start, bro. Like,
Well,
starting
at least you're doing
hardest.
it though, brother. You're running a business. You know, at the end of the day, you're running a shop. All right. I mean, right now I'm unemployed. You know, I don't really care about talking about it because I went from running a business with good colleagues that I trusted, and then to
You're
that going
amazing at it too, by the way.
That, bro. I really do.
He's not giving himself enough credit, but he taught me a lot of things. Like he's a beast.
I appreciate that.
Sales wizard, right?
Yeah, 6 years of sales and marketing and just business, just management and being a leader. Like I never say I'm a boss.
Right.
I don't like the word boss. I like the word leader.
Facts.
Or
Huge difference.
yeah, huge difference.
Huge difference.
And I hate it because it makes me sound like so cliche.
No,
You know?
it's true though. I've worked for a lot of bosses that, I don't want to go to work, bro, in the morning.
Yeah.
I wake up and I'm like, wow, I got to deal with this boss that is going to yell at me and not help me and not be helpful. A leader makes a huge difference, and that's what I aspire to be. That's
You
what
are a leader, bro. You run that shop literally by yourself. I mean, I'm telling you, bro, because I'm at this point, right now, Jed and I are talking about working together, about me running, the shop with him. But I'm at this point where I'm like, do I even want to do that?
Right.
I got some money set aside, so I'm like, okay, I could really do this content creation. I could really start an online business. I just have to lock in and literally just be persistent every single day, wake up early, go to the gym, and that's how you start your day off great, because
get that routine and
routine is everything.
Yeah,
especially being a man.
Facts.
Routine is literally everything. We're like dogs. You got to train us, and you fall off that. You're like an old dog, can't teach new tricks.
For sure. And women will knock you off your plan, man. Every time I get distracted by a girl, bro, ruins my whole routine, and it messes me up for going forward, bro. It's I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a lot of distractions. Women are,
No,
they can be distracted.
Yeah, women are really, they are distracting, obviously because of their looks, but it's just, I don't know, I'm at this point where all I care about is getting my life together. Luna's in the litter box.
Yeah.
Shout out to Luna.
Shout out to Luna in the
Real
cut.
quick. She's gonna hear her fucking messing around over there. Sorry about that. You can actually cut it. No, you can leave it, but we'll cut in the video.
Okay.
Right, literally, we just keep recording,
Copy.
but I'll just cut it in between, That way you can also, that's how you get bloopers too, that you can
Right.
also
Yo, what is this?
that's why, you just always record.
Should I be looking at you more, or should I be looking at the camera?
Just whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling more I kind of look back and forth, I'll be like, if I'm talking about a serious thing, I'll be like,
Right,
you want to just
focus in.
get focused, but if I'm relaxed, I'm relaxed right now. So, yeah, and if you want to, if you're showing, even if you're doing this, it's fine.
Okay.
If you're showing people, it's okay, maybe he's nervous, maybe he's and then they see the process of
me getting comfortable on the
when a month goes by, we keep doing this, and you look completely different in front of the camera, and it helps your actual Facebook, and your actual social media presence. So this is helping me. I never do this.
Really?
I've never really done this.
Oh wow.
Like a podcast, I've never really.
I've never done. This is my first time doing a podcast too with somebody else. Usually it's by myself. I feel weird. I set up a tripod or something.
Yeah. No, I see you had it in the room before.
Yeah.
Bro, that was dope. You were able to make your room like a studio.
Right.
Right. And that's what we got in our living room here. I mean, this is set in our apartment, This is I don't really care. it's not the biggest apartment, but this is like everything I have here is literally like it's worth a fortune to me, but it's also priceless. Like shit, everything here like, all together. We're talking 5 bands.
Jeez.
Like the whole setup, but like the PC alone is 2 bands. Like shit. Beautiful PC. I love it. Just the lighting. That's why all a part of the process is the brand. Because everything we talk about, the bloopers, the serious stuff, the, not so serious stuff, everything we talk about is included. Like literally, like even up to the video, like you guys see in the beginning of me lighting the incense, because I think that's a good thing. I think that's going to be a great intro. It's like, okay, what are these guys doing? You get the good music in the background, and then you just blend the video. And you don't have to get fancy with effects. That's a problem with people. They get like super like fancy, and then you can't even really see the video. It's all effects.
So like,
yeah, so. But we got all topic. My bad. That happened on the podcast too. But yeah,
so tell me about like your process, bro. Like, I remember when I was at Spectrum, bro. You impressed the heck out of me.
Like, what did I do?
The first meeting. So they're like, okay, we're gonna move, and you guys are gonna meet your mentors and everything like that. He comes in, he's like, yo, I was homeless. What, a year ago? At that point, you were like, last year, he didn't even work half a year or something like that. You already made $80,000.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I like winning. Give him that speech. Like that speech was crazy.
I don't know, because I've said this speech a bunch, but it's been like, obviously I've added to it in the last like 6-7 years. I was homeless at 17. And it sucks because people who actually know me, they know exactly what I went through. And there's also other people that know exactly what I went through, and they kind of mix the story a little bit to make it seem like I really didn't really have it rough. But like, I was 17 years old, senior in high school, like living on my own. I was a dishwasher making $350 every 2 weeks. At a great restaurant, but everybody who's in the restaurant business knows.
No, it's hard. I did it for 5 years
as a dishwasher. Not even that. What happens behind closed doors at restaurants and stuff. So, but I was homeless at 17, and I was living in my car for like a little bit. It wasn't like too long, and then I moved in with my friend, who took me in.
That was in the area, or that was?
Yeah, he was a childhood friend. He took me in. He started with my dad. Great guy, phenomenal dude, Army vet, phenomenal dude. He helped me get my life together. He helped me like really become like someone who like works. Yo, you got this, bro. They can't see it, but Luna's going crazy.
She's going wild, man. She's loving the lights or something.
Yeah, it's the lighting, I think, too. And she knows she's on camera. That's probably what it is. She's not camera shy.
Bloopers.
Literally. What's up, Lonesy? But yeah, no, I was doing that for like a year, and then I got fired because I wanted to hang out with some girl, and I told him I was sick, wasn't really sick, and I'll call that a decent amount when I was like, 18, I think. And then 19 came around, I started going to college, went to school for business management, accounting, but I went to community college. No problems with that. That was the first step, but unfortunately I got into some shit, lost my license, not alcohol related, but over some,
petty stuff.
Over some stupid stuff. Not gonna get into details, but lost my license for 6 months, and then I also lost my financial aid.
Wow.
Yeah, because I guess if you get financial aid through school, if you get in trouble or something like that, I don't even know. I got a letter in the mail saying that I'm no longer eligible for it through the state. I don't know what.
Wow.
This was like 7 years ago, I think. Right?
Jeez.
No. Oh my God, like almost 10 years ago. Yo, I'm getting old.
Time is flying.
Bro. I'm not that old. 27 is not old. But yeah, what was it? And then I was 19. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what the heck to do. I was living on my friend's couch because I lost my apartment, couldn't afford to have it anymore. 6 months after everything happened, and then I had my car just sitting somewhere. So I basically was like, all right, well, I need to make enough money, but how am I going to make enough money? My friend had to bring me back and forth to work, which is like 45 minutes away.
Dang, that's a good friend.
Oh yeah, it's PJ.
PJ,
That's
really?
my guy. You know, he helped me. I lived on his couch, bro.
Wow.
Lived with his mom.
45 minutes is that's good, friend.
That's my guy. You know, shout out to PJ.
Shout out PJ.
He's helped me through a lot of stuff too. You know, I definitely want to get him on the podcast.
Facts. Definitely.
I ended up leaving PJ's house over just like, you know, it was just the fact that I outstayed my welcome, and it was just too much. There's too many people in the house, you know. So I realized I was like, all right, I need to get going here. Ended up finding a marketing firm, which found out later was like Ponzi scheme. You gotta love those, right?
Yeah.
Ended up, you know, getting my heart broken a bunch of times, used, abused, shit stolen from me, cars breaking down the highways, and just
really going through a lot
of stuff, bro. Just a matter of 2 years.
2 years.
Just a matter of 2 years. In
All
the
that
period.
happened?
Oh yeah, from like me being like basically homeless, graduating high school, getting arrested on some dumb shit, and then trying to get my life back in order, and then just like a bunch of rock bottoms. Like I know a lot of people go through rock bottoms, and everybody's
I do
different.
all the time, bro.
I know this is like a super long story or whatever, but I got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm on my shit, you know. And then I found another marketing firm which was like legit, kind of the same, you know. It was almost a Ponzi scheme, but it was like legit, you know. It was a marketing firm, multi-level marketing, which not everyone is a scam, but you know, this one was legit. I ended up moving to New Jersey, opened up my own office with a friend. He had his office, and I helped him to try to get him on track. And you know, that was my guy at the time. Unfortunately, we lived together for 3-4 years. We worked together. We were surrounded. It was too much around each other. We ended up fighting a lot. I ended up just not with the business anymore because the market I wanted was kind of taken, and my boss just didn't really communicate that with me enough. And I ended up working for another company in New Jersey, phenomenal company. And then I literally got promoted within 2 months of being there. My first check was like 6 bands in a month. Like, it was a commission check. It was great.
Wow.
Shout out to Power Home Remodeling.
That's
like
sick.
Seriously, love
That's
the company. I haven't been there since 2020. I don't know if they're like still the same, but they still got great reviews. Great company. And then COVID hit.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
Game changer for everybody.
Dude, that messed everything up because literally the day of, like, I was in BJ's, and I'm sitting there, you know, trying to give people their free estimate, you know, for window siding and roofing, or something, and I've seen everybody grabbing paper towels, and I'm like, bro, like, what the heck is going on? I'm starting seeing memes. I'm like, because then, you know, everybody talked about being sick, and then COVID happened, and then I ended up like, all right, you can't come back to work, you're furloughed, right? So I ended up getting furloughed for like.
Just when you got everything together, you're cashing
Bro, I was
$6,000 checks. Like what?
And this was a really rough moment in my life because what happened was a lot of people. We had roommates at the time. Me and Jake, my friend, you know, that I lived with. We lived in New Jersey, and we had like a 4-bedroom house basically. It was a great house, but like it's $2,500 a month, man. Super expensive, super like, you know, rich neighborhood. You know, I was like, okay, if you want to live here, it was a great neighborhood. So I was like, you know, screw it. We had enough people living with us, so we could afford it at the time. And then they ended up moving out, so it was just me and him.
Wow.
And I'm like, shit, dude, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, well, we can start recruiting people on like roommates.com. And
Yo.
so we
scary.
we ended up finding a good one.
Good
Kid.
Roommates.com?
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to
Shout Great kid. He was in college. Loved the dude. He actually had a friend ended up moving into. He ended up working with us. They both ended up working with us.
Wow.
So we were all working together and living together, which was kind of bad
That's
too.
a lot.
Right?
That's a lot. Like, bro, you did this. You
And
I
we
can only
just-
imagine.
We just couldn't get the office really started, bro. But we got desperate to having people live with us. We ended up getting this, like a felon and a pedophile couple.
Oh.
They moved in with us,
Oh.
right? And this was the sketchiest moment of my life, bro. Like, I swear to God.
Yo, the story is crazy.
Bro, they ended up being squatters, right? And we had a basement. It was 2 levels, right? Me and Jake were on the top. We had a room open up there. And then there was a bottom level bathroom, 2 bedrooms down there. And they were small, not super big, but it was decent, enough room. They ended up paying us like $300, $400, like dog shit.
Like
But me and Jake were desperate, bro. We're like, we need bookings, right? So we ended up, getting these people in there, and they paid, I think, a month and a half or something. They ended up giving us, I think, a total of $800, right? In a matter of them being there for like 3 months.
Oh.
Right? In that 2-month period. This is during COVID, bro.
Yeah, so you
right?
can't get rid of it.
They ended up moving in like January, February. Cold as shit. They ended up moving in. And then I think like week 6 they're in, and we're like talking about, whatever. And they're talking about struggling with money, and they end up fighting. We hear them fighting. We hear like stuff moving around downstairs. And me and Jake are like, bro, what the hell is going on?
That's crazy.
We end up finding out by talking to them that the girl was the pedophile, right? And she ended up getting arrested for sending nudes to her kid, bro.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it was like a step kid. Bro, I don't know what the heck. I don't know how the process was, bro. And then I found out that the dude who was the felon, he got arrested on some like battery or breaking and entering or a gun charge. It was a gun charge.
Wow, serious
right?
people, yeah.
So I don't think his was a serious. She was the one to worry about, bro. She was a hothead, but he was a hothead too. But I was so uncomfortable. I liked him at first, I thought they were really cool people. And then they ended up like, yo, we're not paying shit.
Yo, straight up.
They wouldn't come out of that room. And bro, with the matter of a month, 2-month period that they were there, 3 month, bro, that room was disgusting. Bro, I've never felt so disrespected, and it sucks because I'm a person that likes to leave an apartment really, really nice.
Right.
When I want to come in, I want to leave it the way I found it, if not better, because I just like that. That way next time I just try to get an apartment, I get approved right away.
Right.
I'm glad I wasn't the primary on the lease. Unfortunately, I felt bad for Jake in the situation, but
that L, that's a hit.
I mean, it was a hit for both of us financially. I mean, shit, dude, we couldn't even get any other people moving there, especially during the pandemic. And this was like the first month that they ended up leaving, so like COVID was still new,
right?
But everybody was still freaking out, and legally we couldn't kick them out. We got the cops coming to the house,
and they're like, we can't do nothing.
Bro, they literally couldn't do anything. And then me and Jake ended up fighting a lot because we were butting heads like, this is your fault, this is your fault. Ideally, it was both of our faults. We were grown men, and I love the guy. Unfortunately, we're not friends anymore, but, that's in the past. You move on. And then, so basically, I'm like, fuck, dude. And then I end up moving to Newark in Newark, New Jersey, bro.
That's tough.
Bro.
That's a tough area.
Dude,
Yo.
The apartment was in like, bro, I can't even explain. I was scared to leave my car there, basically. Wow. It was bad, bro. Like, every car was broken down. People, like, you could see, like, cars on, like, cinder blocks, like, that weren't there the following morning. I mean that, weren't there the night previous,
It was fine the day before.
Yeah. I'm like, damn. Couldn't have a Beamer in that. I had a Mazda 3 2016, all white. It was really nice. So I'm like, okay, well, no one touched it, so I was straight good there. But so I end up moving from the area that I was in to Newark, and then I don't know. In the process of moving, something like popped in my chest. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what happened. I ended up like losing my voice, and I was sounding like this.
Oh my god!
Right in the process, I'm scared, bro.
Like what happened?
So I was lifting my bed, and something, I don't know, popped in my chest, and it's called like pneumomediastinum, which basically is like the air that revolves the sac in your heart, like had an air leak or something, which ended up making my lung collapse.
Wow.
Dude, it was nuts.
It was no
I almost had a heart attack or something. It was bad. So I ended up going to, I think, Rutgers Hospital.
Wow.
Shout out to Rutgers, because I was there for 4 or 5 days, just like pumping my lungs back up with oxygen. It was definitely, and this was during COVID. This was in April of 2020. So like everybody's got like shields on.
Right.
I'm isolated in a room with
like visitors.
Oh yeah, I couldn't have anybody down there.
Wow.
So I was alone for like 4 days. I didn't eat the whole time I was there.
Wow.
I think I had like applesauce or whatever, but like hospital food. Hospital was trash. The pudding cups are good.
I'm making up here.
So I end up there, and I'm like, screw it, dude. I can't live in Newark. Like, I'm reevaluating my whole situation while I'm in the hospital, and I'm like, dude, am I gonna die? Because I thought I was in so much pain, bro. It was like pins and needles to breathe, bro. I don't know why. I honestly felt like I had COVID then. It wasn't COVID though. And then I ended up moving back up to upstate New York because I couldn't afford to be in New Jersey anymore. And then I was unemployed for a whole year and a half, bro. Whole year and a half. That was probably the most like spiritually awakening period of my whole life. Because and then I was changing into who I really was, bro. Like I was like this, like I wouldn't say uptight, but like chill, but just focused on work. You know, dress shirt, tie, suit every single day. You know, like, you know, I gotta go to work. But then I realized I kind of took a step back to focus on my health because like I was super skinny, but I was out of shape. I was like skinny fat, you know, belly, no arms and shit. And then I ended up like, I was like, fuck, there's a pandemic, I might as well try to get in shape. And I'm going to the gym. I didn't really go, I was not consistent at first. I was terrible in it. Like I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Good luck to, you know, shout out to PJ again. You know, he helped me out with, you know, a good diet plan, good workout plan. I ended up, you know, doing that for about a year. And then I ended up switching it up because you gotta, you know, confuse your muscles and change up your setups and everything and the, you know, food you're eating. So I ended up doing that for like the whole year and a half, and then I ended up gaining weight, and there's a huge difference from like 2020 to 2024. Like I gained so much weight. I was like 150. I'm like 185 now. Pretty solid.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But I hated myself, bro. I hated looking at myself. I was so skinny, bro. Like, and it wasn't even like I said, my belly. It was just like my arms. I was insecure. I was insecure growing up always. I was just like a fat kid, then a skinny kid, and then like a skinny fat kid, gained weight. Like I just couldn't
get that.
Yeah, couldn't stay consistent, you know. So, what else there? And then I ended up working for Spectrum.
That's
great. Right? Found Spectrum. One of my boys, my colleagues from the marketing firm that I worked for, he ended up hooking me up with a job. I was at Spectrum for about a year and a half. I made a total, I think, like of 120 the whole time I was there. I think.
Nice.
No, I think it was like 100. I think it was like 100. But I was great. I love Spectrum, bro.
You're a beast.
When I first got there, I mean, bro, it was a great company to work for. Unfortunately, it's just that super high turnover rate, and you're a number, bro.
Right.
At the end of the day, these companies like Spectrum, you're just another number to them, bro.
Facts.
You know, for any phone call center, bro,
Right.
call center jobs, you're just a number, bro. They don't really care about you. But I made a decent amount of money, made great friendships, relationship that I developed, still friends with. I mean, dude, you and I are roommates now.
Facts, yeah.
You know, we're friends. You know,
He was my mentor at Spectrum there when I started, so taught me a lot about sales and that type of stuff. And basically, he would tell me, he would be like, "Yo, Jet, say it like this," and I would say it like that, and I would get the sale every time. So this dude knows.
Oh
what he's
yeah,
talking
like
about.
it would basically like Jet would be sitting down, right? He'd be at the computer. I'd be listening with my headset, right? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, Jed, say this. Like, I'm like, Jed, put on mute real quick.
Right.
Because I can hear, like, when a customer's she's losing it, right? So she'd be like, you know, Jed would be like, all right, cool. You're getting TV, internet, home phone for this price. I don't know. It's like too much. I don't know. It's like, you always start from the top, work your way down. Because you can always go down. You can't go back up with the price, right? Yeah. So what I would do is, I'd be like, all right, yo, Jed, you know, it's always about like, you know, breaking the ice and developing a relationship with a customer. So, you know, you figure out what they like, you know.
Get that rapport.
If they're a big sports fan, that's easy. You just talk about sports. You get a sports pack for every extra $5. But you want to save them in another way. Hey, how much are you paying for your cell phone bill? Oh, cool. You're paying $90. Well, I'll hook you up with $45. But get this: if you get 2 lines, you can pay $60. Right. So for that one line, you're paying $90. Get you down to $60, right, for 2. And you get to keep the same phone. Conveniency, like you just build a plan, and you're confident about it. You're funny. You build that. Boom. You can sell anything.
Right.
You know. So you. That's how I would say you do it. And even sometimes I would have to get on the phone, not for you, but for a lot of people.
For the other,
and I would feel like
people in the class. Yeah, I
got
this.
And I would make sure everybody's watching, listening, bro, because like I'm about to show y'all something. Triple Play Select. They just call me Triple Play T.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know. Because like I was just always selling triple plays. But anyways, I love Spectrum, but unfortunately, I just did not end on good terms. They didn't care about my mental health, the things that I were going through,
Definitely.
and they didn't really care about my career progression. They didn't, and I don't care what if anybody sees this, and they're just like, nah, it's not true, or Spectrum's this and that. Like anybody that truly works for the company, they understand.
They know. So this guy definitely deserved a raise. Like he was doing twice as much as his counterpart, I'll say. Doing like twice as much as the counterpart. What was the counterpart doing over there? Watching like soccer games, playing video games. I don't know what he was doing. But this guy was helping not only his team, but my team as well. And he was going above and beyond for the company, and he made it all relatable and fun for the team. He was never hard on anybody. He just got it. Like he had it, and they played him. So I think that was extremely unfair. And yeah, after that, I kind of felt out the company. I saw what they had to offer, and it just wasn't for me either. I felt like I wasn't really cared about in the right way either. So.
No, you definitely weren't, bro. Like,
eventually, I just started. I called out for like 3 weeks straight. I got super depressed, and yeah, I took a little break from work and found something way better. And
you got Mavis. Now you're running a shop, bro.
Now I got my
all
own
within
store.
what, 3-4 months?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Crazy. Like people think that you know, you might be at one company and you're not being treated well, and you think it might be you, or you think, you know, you're not good enough, or you're not worthy, or, you know, this is the best you can do. I'm gonna tell you, like, take that jump, bet on yourself every time, because
always take a chance in yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm going to the I mean, I've been unemployed for technically a year. Like I worked at, you know, Walmart for 2 months in the last year, and I honestly, I had enough money set aside. I'm like, all right, I want to do what I want to do. But unfortunately, in my last, you know, leading up to the point where I quit Spectrum last year, I was also in a very, very toxic relationship that literally gave me PTSD, bro. I really won't talk a lot right now about it on this episode, but definitely want to talk about it eventually. It's like spicy as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the story, like, y'all are gonna be like, yo, this is weird, bro. Like, people are weird. But ended up getting a lot of money stolen from me.
Wow.
And that's what it was. It was stolen. You know, $8,000, bro. And I let this $8,000 affect me, though. I let it affect me. I let it literally change the directory of where I wanted to go with my life, bro. And I let this one person that didn't give a fuck about if I exist or not affect you.
Right.
You know?
I've been there too. Like,
yeah.
I'll love a girl wholeheartedly, talk life into her and tell her my plans for us, and, you know, if that's not reciprocated, you know, it's hard, but
It's honestly, it's that simple to get reciprocated energy, but, you know, I'll reciprocate. Oh, you're gonna be bad. I'm gonna be toxic. It's then it's like, all right, now you're being childish. But like, I get it. Some people are on the I'm gonna match what you're giving me type of energy, and I respect, you know, certain parts to it. You know, certain ones are actually valid, but honestly, a lot of people are just immature nowadays, bro.
I would agree.
Men and women.
I think social media kind of made it difficult for
relationships
everybody.
up, bro.
Yeah, like,
what's happened to the 80s and 90s when you could just ask someone out for a date? No one. That's the thing. Everybody thinks they got too many options, bro.
Right. Exactly.
Everybody thinks that they can go talk to this person, that person, because and this is the problem, is that they have this image of them in their head of who they think they want them to be.
Right.
And they have this like facade of like who this person actually is until you actually meet them and sit down with them.
You spend time with them.
Bro, and then you realize you have nothing in common with them, or they're like, they have no personality. Like, you can be hot as fuck and have no personality.
No, that's a fact. I've chilled with a lot of girls that I thought I was, you know, I was like, wow, I don't know how I got this girl. I spent a day with her, and I'm like, yo, I never want to touch this girl again. Like,
bro, that's some weird
interaction.
We can literally make an episode just about first dates. I think it'd be funny. Or just dating in general.
Yeah, no, dating right now with the Tinder era.
Oh, Tinder sucks.
Tinder is terrible.
Tinder's terrible. Hinge is good. Bumble's good. I got banned on Bumble, though.
What? Yo.
I don't even... Bro, I did nothing.
Yo.
I didn't even do anything. I think it was this girl I was talking to at the time. I met her on Bumble, and she was like, obsessed with me, also obsessed with my ex.
Oh,
And it was just a really weird situation. And I tried to move on. She found me on there, and she ended up reporting my account.
Yeah.
And then I ended up losing, and I wasn't able to sign in. I think if I get a new phone number, I'll be good.
Jeez.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. No, I never matched with, like Tinder. I'll match with some girls. Facebook dating is crazy.
Yo, Facebook dating's elite. But
Yo, you can just swipe all day long. There's like
you can swipe all day long, but
There's
you're matched with girls from like you got one girl from California,
no, facts.
and
It's
then
weird.
like Canada. Like
Even
Quebec.
with the distance thing on.
Oh yeah, you'd be
And,
like 10 miles. Bet I'm going to send everybody that's 2,000 miles away from you.
I'm matched with the beautifulest girl I've seen in my life, and she's in California, bro. I'm like, yo, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
But no, yeah, Facebook dating's elite, but I don't even try on there. I'll match with thousands of girls, bro. I'll never talk to them.
Oh, I met one really interesting woman,
Really?
you know, and me and her still have a decent relationship now,
Nice.
and she's a sweetheart, you know.
Nice.
So I definitely love that she's in my life, and I'm grateful for shout out to Facebook dating. I'm still single though, so it didn't really work.
Yeah.
You recorded?
Yeah.
Shit. Now what? What's
Yo,
up?
so my process and everything.
Oh yeah, so I had my process. What's your
Oh
process?
man, my process, and it starts when I'm young, bro. So like, let's go all the way back. I'm adopted. Came from like North Carolina. My parents are white, so it was like a interesting dynamic there. Like I never really thought about it, but growing up, like my friends would look at me different and be like, "Yo, those are your parents?" Like, you know, it was just a little awkward sometimes. Like,
I mean, I had that when your parents were. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. So I was like, okay.
Right. So yeah, it was interesting. It's interesting, you know. It catches a lot of people off guard. So that always played into my life a little bit. I was raised a little different than most people that might look like me. But it was a blessing for me, honestly. And then about 8 years old, we had a house fire. Right. So I'm 8 years old. I'm laying in bed. I'm about to fall asleep. The house catches on fire. We all run outside. I stand outside. I watch my house literally burning as a kid, as an 8-year-old kid, like trying to figure out what was going on. Thankfully, everybody made it out of the house safely. I had a newborn sister at the time. It was crazy. It was wild, bro. But yeah, so a lot of things happened based off of that. I won't go into detail in that because there's a lot of people that were affected, and I would like to keep some things offline. But that was a huge part of my life. That was a turning moment in my life. Huge turning point in my life. My sister, actually, my baby sister, she's about 8 years younger than me. She was a newborn at the time. She ended up having to be in CPS care because they were worried that things weren't safe. So with that being said, I just locked in basketball. I went dark. I wasn't hanging out with anybody. I would just stay on my driveway, shoot for hours. And basketball was my escape.
Jump shot's nice. I see you, though.
Yeah, basketball was my escape, bro. And then going through high school, it was cool. I was homeschooled until about 3rd grade. So when the whole thing happened, that's when I started going to public school. Yeah, public school was crazy at first for me. I used to get bullied and stuff in 3rd grade.
For what?
Just being different, bro. They were, these kids had been together since kindergarten, and I'm a new kid. Nobody really knew me. There was one kid that was my friend or whatever. Everybody else kind of tested me. I was really nice. My parents are Christians, so they raised me to, be nice and turn the other cheek. So I really wasn't used to getting bullied, So that was interesting, but that turned me into a different person. I started working out, started getting a little bit fit, and I was always fast. I was always faster than everybody. But yeah, I just started working out and getting fit, and by the time middle school came, I was going crazy in sports, going pretty crazy. So then I found kind of identity, and I had a bunch of friends, and it was a good time. But life was never really easy growing up, and I kind of always had a chip on my shoulder, if you could say that. Yeah, so then fast forward to graduation, everything went good. But then I meet this girl, right, off Instagram.
Oh no. I love it.
Right? So me and my parents are kind of beefing, like, Jed, you're turning 18, what's your plan? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna move out, da 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 da. You know, we just kind of weren't seeing eye to eye. I was kind of a party animal at this time. I was wanting to stay out all night and just have fun with friends and stuff like that. I was always hanging out with people that were older than me.
Yep, same.
Yeah, like, I don't know, I just liked the older crowd, hanging out with them. So I found myself in some crazy situations. I never, nothing ever really happened, but it was definitely some things going on. And yeah, I met the girl on Instagram. We decided after a month of knowing each other, 2 times of hanging out, that we wanted to get a nice apartment together. So we get an apartment together. Everything was like a fairy tale, I was working 2 jobs. I was working as like a bartender / bar back, and during the daytime I was working at a BMW dealership there. So I had a lot of money coming in, but I was always busy working. So she had a lot of free time after school because she was going to Siena or whatever. So things happened, things transpired. She crazy toxic girl, very aggressive, would go through my phone at nighttime, right? And she had these lanyard keys, like Siena keys.
Yeah.
Siena like lanyard with a bunch of keys on it. There was many times where she would wake me up by slapping me in the face with those keys, bro.
Ooh.
Like, that's how I woke up, bro. Imagine that. Just because she's seen a girl text me, or she noticed I liked somebody's picture or something like that. So it was a toxic situation, but we really thought we liked each other at the time. Like, we were really like just toxic. You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff happened. She actually stabbed me in my hand, stabbed me in my back. I started bleeding out throughout the whole house. It was just a lot. The police were there a lot. There was a lot of stuff going on. So I actually called the cops on her. She got arrested. A lot of things happened, and then eventually we like went our separate ways. I decided to move to Troy. Actually, moved in with my sister for a couple months, and then she got back in contact with me, my ex that being, and she was like, yo, you should come back. I promise I changed. Da, 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 da. I go back to her. It always gets worse, guys. I want you to tell you that. Like,
The second time around, right?
yeah, it's always worse the second time.
They're next for a reason, brother.
Yeah, so you go back. Somehow, within that probably first week of me being back, she's running at me with like a kitchen knife, bro.
That's not a kitchen knife, brother. That's like a sword.
The thing was huge. I'm like, yo, please put the knife down. She just starts running at me. She kept making jokes prior to all this, saying, oh, that I'm a cop caller, and I called the cops and all this and that. The last time she stabbed me, she thought it was funny, but she's crazy. So she ran at me with this knife. I kind of just defended myself. I got out of the situation. I left. I went to work. Next thing you know, I get to work, and the police officers come and arrest me at the job. Shortly after, they take me to the station and take me to the county jail and take my picture. I finally get out of jail, and my mugshots everywhere, bro. All over Facebook, Google, friends, people I care about, people that I thought would never like betray me, bro.
When
sharing.
I got arrested,
sharing.
I was terrified. I literally, in the cop car, I'm crying, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, please tell me this ain't gonna be in the paper.
Damn.
And he's like, I can't promise that. And that fucked with me, so I can't.
Yo, it's the worst thing. Like,
end up never coming out, but
yo, it was like the worst day, because like I get one text from a friend. Hey, did you see the article? Your picture's here. So okay, I see it. About 2 minutes later, I get another person sending me it. I get another person sending me it, another person sending me it, another person sending me it. Then I start like reading the comment section, and it's like heartbreaking what I'm seeing. People that I care about talking, people that I've never met saying crazy racist things on Facebook, like, oh, you know, like just saying the worst things you can imagine. Like, I hope he dies in the jail and
dies.
Like just people were going crazy on me. So, thankfully I've been through enough where I had pretty thick skin, but you know, a lot of people that's like, I don't know. I feel like it's not right, bro. Like,
no, it's definitely not.
I didn't see a lawyer yet. I didn't go to court yet. Nothing. Like, it was just anybody can make an accusation.
Oh yeah, if you don't have a lawyer, they can make you look like a demon, bro.
Yeah.
So public defenders are not it.
So it was a crazy process, but you know, going through all that kind of gave me a better worldview and understood, like, not to believe everything you see in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, half of it is probably fake. So, you know, that being said, I kind of stumbled around different jobs, and yeah, I think my aha moment was meeting this guy at Spectrum, learning sales, because sales is way different. Like, I did a lot of different jobs, like management and stuff like that, but I feel like sales is a skill that you can really, once you master that, you can really do anything.
I highly recommend anybody watching this you always have to have a sales job, bro. At least do one sales job in your lifetime. I don't care if you do that shit for only 6 months. You got to do it.
For sure.
It'll give you literally every skill that you need on a day-to-day basis to get through life.
Yeah.
Without sales, I would not be the person I am today.
Yeah, it helps you. There's no way you can still be in a shell. Like, you can't. It forces you out of that shell and stop being so scared and just taking risks. I found myself, you know, uploading videos on.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this right now.
Right. I found myself starting to upload videos. I'm starting to say stuff and just become a different person. Like, so all these thoughts were in my head, but I wasn't good at articulating myself yet. And I think I learned a lot of those skills in sales, and
I saw a difference in 2 months with you, bro. I remember when you first came in nervous as fuck. I was
nervous
too, right? And then, I mean, the biggest issue for you was just learning the systems in the computer. You could talk.
For sure.
It was just learning systems. And that takes just repetitive, you know, it's about consistency. Right. And that's where, you know, when it comes to this podcast, it's the same thing. This is episode 2 now. Right. And we've been shooting for like, what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
We already got 2 episodes ready to, you know.
Just doing it.
You know, we talked about it for a long ass time, you know, and I made a lot of, just even today, I was just like, I need this, yeah. You know, we got the things we needed, then it's like, all right, bet. Let's see what we can make, you know, so.
Facts. But, you know, it's like, we've been talking about this moment, bro, is
like 2 years.
Crazy.
At least a year, I think.
All the conference calls with all these people from California and like Rhythm and stuff, and
shout out to Rhythm.
Shout out to Rhythm. He's on tour right now.
He's on tour with Janae Ego and Corey Ray and a couple of other.
Big Sean, I think.
No, I don't think Big Sean's on the trip.
No, okay.
He might make an appearance like here. I know he's in Cali right now.
Okay.
For them all month of August. So I think Sean's with So that's shout out to my boy Rhythm, man. Yeah, he's gonna be on a lot of episodes with us for sure.
As soon as he gets back from the tour there. We talked about doing it before, and I think you guys shot an episode, or?
Yeah, we shot an episode a couple months ago, which I definitely want to put on this channel eventually. I just got to make sure it's edited properly, because the camera lighting's a little off and the audio's a little off, but we'll figure it out.
Yo, shout out to Rhythm. He is very wise. You guys are gonna be very blown away by this kid when you.
He looks like Jesus, man.
Yeah,
I think he's actually the Messiah.
Yeah, for real. He's just the nicest, sweetest soul. Yeah. Very loving.
He knows the Bible like the back of his hand, bro.
Yeah, knows Bible, knows so much. He's like a thesaurus, man. Yeah. Like, he just.
That's another part of the brand, y'all. You know, getting closer to God too. I cannot stress that enough. God has changed my life. Without God, all glory be to God. I honestly, at this point in my life, everything happens for a reason. All a part of the process. Absolutely. That's literally the point of this brand. Is literally to show you guys day one, and then the process of what we go through you know, to get to where we want to be.
Absolutely. There's one time there that, you know, I grew up in a Christian family and stuff. There was one time out here in Troy, I was actually in like 7th Street down there. Almost Lansingburg, but not quite Lansingburg, right in between Troy and Lansingburg. I had some words with a guy. He actually ended up chasing me with a gun. I'm running from this guy, running from him. I hop into the back of a Jeep, somebody's random Jeep. They had the tailgate open or whatever. Slammed the door, closed it. He smashes the guy's back window out. At this point, I just look up and I just close my eyes. I prayed to God. I said, God, if you get me out of this situation, I'll never put myself, because I was like trying to think I was tough and hang around like gangbanger people and stuff like that. I prayed to God. I said, God, if you get me out of this, I'll move, I'll get out of here. I'll never put myself in this type of situation ever again. As soon as I prayed that prayer, the kid ran off. I don't know why he ran off. He just smashed the window out and ran off. And, you know, that like moments like that, man, I meet a lot of people that don't believe in God or don't believe in anything, but I find it.
You know what's crazy?
I find it crazy.
Don't believe in God now than they did just like 10 years ago, and it's actually scary. This country is in definitely like a scary moment in history, bro.
Yeah, I'd agree.
You know, that's why I'm really happy that, well, for all else fails, or you know, whatever the saying is. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. You know, at the end of the day, like whatever you're going through, God is putting you through that moment so you can learn something. And I cannot stress this enough, man.
Like Job in the Bible, like a lot of people think if you believe in God, your life is gonna be easy.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you believe in God, get ready because He's gonna test.
That's what I already know. We're in our Job season, bro.
Yeah.
I already know it. You know, Job lost everything.
Lost everything.
His family.
He was a rich man. Yeah.
Everything, bro. Just to be given back tenfold, and literally tenfold, 10 times everything. You know.
All he had to do was deny God. He would not deny God.
The devil is tempting, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, we're all tempted every single day. Every scroll, you know, the dopamine, the girls, you know, the guys for the girls out there, you know, like we're not addicted. It's the dopamine rush that you get. It's the fact that like 1 second you watch a sad video, then it's a happy video, then it's a motivational video, then it's a feel bad for me video, bro. It's like the algorithms are fucked, bro. And it's to control you. You're either a consumer, right? You consume all this content and you do nothing about it, or you're a person like a business owner, a product, and you're able to make the content for the consumers.
Right.
You just got to pick what side you're on.
And I think that's where we're trying to go. We're trying to start, you know, producing content rather than consuming it.
Yeah.
Because now we can control the narrative instead of being controlled. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I anything that I talk about in this podcast, in the series, and any videos that I post, is just like everything I tell you guys, I go through too, and I'm giving myself this advice as well. I'm literally like I said, all a part of the process. Everything that we talk about is a part of everything. We're all learning, you know, just like becoming a dad for the first time. Like you gotta know it, and then on your 4th kid, you're like, oh, I probably could do this shit. You know, it's easy, you know. So eventually, I want to have kids too, man.
Yeah.
Do
you want that family? You want to have wife?
Not the white picket fence, but low key kind of. Yeah. I mean, I want like 2 or 3 kids, a couple dogs, nice piece of land, big house. You know, 5-6 bedroom house. Kind of in the middle of nowhere, so no one's really fucking with me, but also close to a city.
Exactly, I like that.
Like we're kind of where we're at. Yeah. Just like
a stone's throw away from the city, but still secluded enough to be.
Yeah, like we can drive 2 minutes down the road here, but nothing but cars. But we go outside our window, we hear crickets and frogs
Frogs, birds,
coyotes.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It's great. You know, nature. I'm telling you guys, nature's getting taken away from. Mother Nature is upset. She's upset the way we've been treating this planet, y'all. I try to do the best I can. I mean, I recycle. You know, there's literally an incentive to fucking recycle. You get paid to fucking do it. So do it. You know, like I recycle any plastic, any tin, you know, aluminum.
That's good. Man.
Also,
I gotta get better with that.
I'm cheap as fuck, bro.
I throw everything out.
Anybody that knows me and watches my shit, like I'm cheap as hell. Like I will save bottles, cans, and everything.
Oh, that's good.
Bro. You could buy like a 12 pack of like $7-8 for a Coke, whatever. You can get $5 back.
Yeah.
Or 3-4 at least. Oh, what time we got? 10, 11?
10, 11. Phone's jinking.
We're good. This is the focus now, right? We're not the consumers.
Right.
But that's the thing too.
Dopamine.
Your phone knows too, bro.
Right.
Like, if you don't look at your phone for a while, your phone will make sure that it sends you a bunch of notifications. That's an actual thing.
No, I believe it because sometimes I'll just put my phone down and then like all the shopping things, like your shopping basket, like what random notifications like draw you back to the phone. Now you're back on the phone, like like a crackhead just waiting for your next dopamine hit.
I highly recommend anybody out there who hasn't seen the Matrix series watch the Matrix. That's, movies 1 and 2, obviously, specifically. I mean, though, have you ever seen the Matrix?
Yeah, I do like it. It's great, and I'm a big Andrew Tate fan. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that.
You can say Andrew Tate.
I love it.
Andrew Tate fan. I mean, I'm not really a fan because I really haven't really paid attention to his stuff. I respect what the guy's saying, right? I understand what he's trying to stand up for men. Same thing with the Myron guy, the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Yeah, those
a
guys
little bit
are
of
not
stuff.
too. Yeah,
I think a lot of it's rage bait. It's a lot of like, let's just see how much shit we can talk, so it draws more people, which I don't like that in a brand.
Right.
Me personally, like I've even blocked them on social media because it's like it's kind of cringy at this point, man. I'm not even front, but
like Fresh and Fit, right?
Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
I see clips here and there, but it's like it's nice to see because what they're doing, they're standing up for men, right? They're a little misogynistic on certain things that they talk about, and a little extreme, but I understand the point. A lot like Myron and these guys, you know, Andrew Tate, they've been broken hearted, they've been used, they've been cheated on. So a lot of men that are just kind of assholes nowadays, they've been just hurt a lot, man.
Right.
Or trauma in their past.
Like the stuff I've been through, man. Like,
no excuse though. No excuse.
Yeah, like the stuff I've been through with females, you know. It is true. Like the female is looked at as always right. Like in most situations, they call the cops. They're bringing the guys to jail before any investigation has been done. No investigation was done. No nothing. They just she said he did this. Okay, take him. I mean, we'll figure out the rest later.
You know, what just like an athlete, right? Go to D1 school, about to hit the pros, he's in college, about to hit the NFL, and then a girl's like, oh, well, this guy, me, right? And then guy loses a scholarship, ends up getting trashed on social media, his family hates him, and then boom.
He has a day in court and finds out he never
and then,
did
or not even that, he goes through the process, and then years later finds out it never even happened. Right. Dude lost everything for nothing.
And it happens too often.
It happens a lot, bro. It really does, and it's scary. I'm not calling any athletes out, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
Right. It's crazy. So it's like, it's weird. They're taking a lot of the power away from men.
I mean, the same thing with men too. They take a lot of power away from women.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we shouldn't even be discussing anything to do with their body.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with us. Yeah. Right?
No, I agree.
But at the same time, I want the same level of respect. This is probably high controversy, but it's the same thing with the vaccine shit, bro. I know that's we're getting deep.
Yeah.
Because like my body, my choice, bro.
Right.
And I'm not even trying to be like the Me Too shit. I'm just being blunt, bro. Like I didn't really want it. Right? I didn't think I needed it. Honestly, the first thought, like I'm dead ass serious. When I was in the hospital, that whole thing that happened, I was explaining. They were talking to me about experimenting on the COVID vaccine, and I'm like, COVID just happened a month and a half ago. What are you talking about? Y'all already talking about a vaccine? They're like, well, we don't have one. We're experimenting, and I'm sitting there like, bro,
it's crazy.
Like I don't know, me personally, and I didn't even know a year or two later, a lot of people were getting sick still taking it. It just wasn't my thing, you know. So
and I think you played it right. I mean, obviously we see, you know, what happened, and
Yeah.
I mean, people are still gonna have different opinions. But
Yeah, we're 2024. COVID's not a thing anymore. No one even talks about vaccines, and it's like it never met. Look what happened to Kyrie Irving, bro.
Right. Yo, he almost lost his career.
Bro, his whole brand was tarnished because of a vaccine, all because he wanted to stand up for himself.
Yeah. Shout out to Kyrie.
Shout out to Kyrie Irving, man. One of my favorite basketball players. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm a Celtics fan. All right, huge Celtics fan, right? And what they did to Kyrie was unfair.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not
100% was unfair.
Yeah.
That guy's. Speaking of Kyrie, I went to a Knicks game one time when he was still on the Boston Celtics. I don't think people understand how good this guy is in real life. Like, I watched him warm up. When I say this guy did not miss a 3-pointer, like, I mean, he did everything. He was doing spins, 3.
Yeah.
He did not miss a shot, bro. He shot for probably like an hour and it didn't miss, bro. Like, this guy.
Same with Steph. You ever watch Steph warm up, bro?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro.
These guys do not miss. Like,
they're athletes. They're pro athletes.
yeah, they're pro athletes. I mean, I was just blown away seeing him in real life and being able to witness that. So,
I mean, bro, look at LeBron James, 39 years old right now in the Olympics, carrying
It's
that
crazy.
Olympics team, bro, almost losing to South Sudan. I mean, without him, they would have been fucked.
yeah.
This is why the league is in trouble, though, is because the problem is that they're still leaning on LeBron James as the face of the league.
Right.
Still, who's the next LeBron James?
Who's that guy that they're comparing to Jordan right there?
What, Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, Mr. Edwards.
He's with the Olympic team
Yeah.
right now, right? And I think that he's a great fit.
Yeah,
He's the second leading scorer right now
absolutely.
to LeBron James.
Yeah.
Huge deal.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at all the talent they have on that team. I mean, Embiid hasn't been doing shit. Booker ain't doing shit. Unfortunately, I love Drew Holiday, but I mean, he did a decent in a couple games. But yeah, nowhere else to be found. I mean, KD okay, but LeBron's been carrying that.
Now, GOAT talk.
Go talk. Oh, who's the GOAT?
Yeah, LeBron,
Jordan.
Jordan,
All the way.
or Kobe.
It goes Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
Jordan, Kobe,
It
LeBron.
has to.
I go Jordan, LeBron, Kobe.
I'm curious. Why do you think LeBron over Kobe?
So look, I think Kobe could have been greater, but LeBron has had a longer career than Kobe. His stats speak for themselves. His stats are more than Kobe's. I would have to give Kobe a hard third, bro. Like, I love Kobe, man, and it's tragic the way he passed and everything like that. But I think people, complain about LeBron a lot, but then, like you said, like, he's carrying the Olympic team at
39 years old.
almost 40 years old. His son's
That's
about to
unheard
play
of.
with. Like, this dude is doing different things. I think he's the second best ever.
Me personally, I think Kobe, only because when I look at basketball, because I love basketball, played in high school, loved it, just loved the game. When it comes to the game of basketball, I feel like LeBron does it because he knows he's the best basketball player right now, right? And I feel like of the last decade, him and Steph by far the two best players in the last decade, for sure. Steph Curry changed the game of basketball.
I mean, we can't forget Steph Curry. That's my favorite.
He's on the top 3.
Yeah.
I think if he wins another ring, he might be in the top 5.
Right.
Controversial.
Very controversial, but
but me personally, Kobe's work ethic,
it was unmatched.
unmatched, bro.
Unmatched.
LeBron's is too. I'm not gonna lie, but
Not like
Kobe's drive, bro. He wanted it more. He wants to win. I mean, bro, LeBron making the decision to have Russ come to Lakers was the worst decision for the Lakers that set them back. I mean, you traded away your whole championship team for one dude.
Right.
And then you find out in a couple months of him being there that he just wanted to have fun and play. I love Russ.
Right.
Shout out to Russ. I love Russell Westbrook, one of my favorite basketball players of all time.
Mr. Triple Double there.
But unfortunately, I mean, he said if he wasn't doing a triple-double every game, that he felt like the game was a waste and that he wasn't doing his thing. It doesn't matter about the triple-double. It matters about, like, winning, bro.
Yeah, winning.
It's all about winning. And I don't care when anybody, let's have some fun. No,
No,
basketball.
no.
Who got the most fucking chips, bro?
We like to win.
Who's
I'm
talking,
competitive.
like, Jordan, 6-0, bro.
Yeah.
He is the best basketball player of all time because he never lost.
Right.
He didn't even lose in the Olympics. He didn't lose in college. He's like 9-0.
So what makes me think that LeBron is above Kobe is because the versatility of LeBron. LeBron can play any position on the floor. He can play point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or center. Yeah, his physicality is, he could run the floor with the best of them, but he can also post up your center. You know what I mean? Like,
my thing is, right, so when it comes to,
I don't know, there's
I think
levels
Kobe,
to it, you know what I mean?
Kobe won 5 rings with one team.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Yeah, you got that
Jordan
one.
won 6 rings with one team, right? Kobe did lose in the finals, right? So
LeBron needed more people to win. He always needed somebody.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at that Kobe team, bro, I mean, he had Paul Gasol, right, and Shaq, ideally.
Yeah. Paul Gasol, Derek Fisher, Lamar Odom.
Jesus.
Yo. Like, what are you, like, clowns, bro?
Shannon Brown, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I'm good.
Shannon Brown. Shout out to Sean Marion. No, I was kidding.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. Kobe that's how bad he wanted it. He didn't care who was on his team or anything.
He just the dude was working out.
Yeah.
Like all day, just working on his game. I mean, bro, if you watched one finals, I don't remember what year. I think it was.
He dedicated his life
to
studying the game.
He was doing a lot of air balls in this game, right? And then he realized the next game, he's like, "It's my legs.
Yeah.
My legs are out." Like, so he would just run and just run, and that's how he was able to get those 2 rings with Gasol in his final 2-ring stretch there. But I don't know. Just the work ethic behind Kobe, me personally. I think this is how I play it, right? I think LeBron is the best all-around basketball player of all time. And statistically, probably one of the best. I would say the best statistically.
Yeah.
Yes, numbers-wise, right? Or the most consistent basketball player, I would say. Kobe, I would say, had the best mindset and discipline when it comes to the game of basketball. I think if you had... But also, Jordan was, I feel like, just a dog, bro. He was literally Black Jesus.
Yeah, you literally can't compare Jordan to anybody. If you just look at the highlights, bro. Like, if you look at Jordan's highlight mix compared to anybody else's, he was just doing
things. He's a magical basketball player. It's like sweet jazz, bro. That's how I describe the game of basketball, bro. It's just like, it's got to be a fluid motion. And it's just like watching him. It's just, I don't know, man.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. Like the twist.
But at the same time, right? It was also the time too. It was the time of the generation, right? Because the game of basketball was going downhill.
Right. It wasn't that popular.
No, and then obviously Larry, Magic came in. That rivalry was great.
It was awesome.
And then after that, it's like, now what?
Yeah.
Right? And then they didn't know what to do. The league was going to shit. Jordan comes around, bro, and then
everybody was watching Jordan.
I feel like the media was so big on Jordan that's the reason why it was able to, kind of get him to that spotlight. He did it himself, obviously, but I don't know. I think the media definitely had a,
huge, yeah, absolutely. That was like social media
before it was actually, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was,
I
Jordan
feel like,
might have been like.
I know this is controversial too. If LeBron, who do you think would be better, LeBron or Jordan in that time period?
I don't think anybody's touching Michael Jordan.
I don't know, bro, because listen, the league was dominant in the 90s, 80s, 90s. Super, I mean, bro, the Pistons team, bro.
LeBron wouldn't be able to make it back then, though. The physicality of the game, you see him every time he gets fouled.
Yeah.
He cries, he flops, and he gets to the line.
But I feel like in the 80s and the 90s, right, in that time period, he would have adjusted to be like, okay, well, I can't act like this, right? And, I mean, look at Miami, LeBron, bro. Bro, he wanted that bad guy role. He wanted people to hate him, right? I mean, to win a chips for 3 different teams is also impressive too. Right. Kobe didn't do that. Jordan didn't do that. How hard is it to turn around a team? Also, this is also controversy as well. The fact of when LeBron left the Cavs went to shit. Right. Worst team. We went from the best team to the worst team. And the same when he joined, right? Went from worst team to best team. When it came to Lakers, Kobe went through the ups and the downs for the team. right? But when he left that team, Lakers went to shit,
Yeah.
right? But they were still decent without him, right? Jordan, bro, they went to the post conference. They were in the playoffs still with Jordan out for that 2 year period. They Scottie almost won a ring.
Right.
Like, he could have done it without Jordan. I think if he was confident enough, he definitely could have done it. You can't say that LeBron.
No.
LeBron leaves the team. That team is shit.
No.
I mean, if Jordan stayed and didn't leave for that 2 season period, he could have won at least 7, 8 rings. I believe it. He would have ran that whole 90s.
Yeah, it was tough, man. And seeing him lose his dad there, and
Bro, we can get on this conspiracy shit too, bro. His dad was a sacrifice for real.
Illuminati type, like
Either on some sacrifice Illuminati shit, or 2 on some Jordan has some gambling debts and they had to pay.
Yeah, I think it was the second one. I could see that happening, and Jordan was crazy. It sounds like.
Yeah.
I honestly, if I had to play with one of them, I would rather play with LeBron. LeBron seems like a nice all-around guy. Man, guy's never been in trouble. He's a billionaire.
Too, man.
His IQ, he has fun with it. You know what I mean? Where, some people like to be, around the person that's gonna push them extra crazy. And I think Kobe and Jordan were more rough around the edges, and it wouldn't be fun to be on a team with them because they're gonna punch you in the face if you're not, listening to them.
Steve Kerr got punched in the
face. Yeah, literally Steve Kerr. Yeah.
Me personally, I would say Kobe. I don't think Michael, only because I'm not saying I'm not like on Michael's or Scotty's level, but if I was playing with them, with Mike, I think for me at least, I think dealing with the attitude, yeah, but also the fact that yes, his discipline was great, but over time he got comfortable and he would go out and drink or go party or the whole cigar thing. He didn't really care about his health.
Right.
And I think he just did it to win the rings and leave, right? Kobe just loved the game of basketball and truly wanted to win, bro. He just wanted to win.
That's it.
Michael was like, I'm the best, get the fuck out of the way, I'm winning no matter what, right? Kobe was like, I need to win, I can't do this myself.
Right.
Y'all need to get on the same fucking level as me.
Right.
That's how Kobe was, bro.
Right.
Like, Kobe and Shaq together could have definitely beaten Mike and Scotty, for fucking sure. If Shaq had the same discipline as Kobe.
It wasn't just Mike and Scotty either. They had Rodman, bro. He had 19 rebounds a game, dude. Like partying all night.
Without Dennis Rodman, bro, they would have not won those rings at the end.
Yeah, I mean they're picking this guy up from who knows where.
Yeah.
Dragging him to the game. This dude is still getting them 19 rebounds at
they're like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude has 0 points. 0 points, but 19 rebounds, right?
Okay.
The guy he knew what his role was.
Yeah.
And that's important. That's the problem with his Lakers team, right?
Yeah.
Is the reason why LeBron hasn't won a lot of LeBron definitely could have 7, 8 rings right now if it wasn't for the fact of the teammates he chooses. I mean, bro, Russ, terrible combo with them. I just LeBron needs to be surrounded by a deep bench. He needs to be surrounded by shooters. He needs to be surrounded. He's already he's the playmaker. He makes the plays. He's the best IQ. Run him up.
IQ is crazy. He already knows you go over there, you go over there, go over there. He's gonna be open.
If he had someone, if he had Steph Curry on his team, bro.
Oh my goodness,
bro,
they would not lose. Yeah.
They wouldn't lose.
That's cheating. That's like creating my players and just having a team full of 99. It's that'd be crazy.
Shit, yeah. That'd be dope.
Also, we got Tyler shit.
Yeah. But shit, man. Yeah, I think this was a really good second episode.
Yeah, I think it went really well.
I think just today was really good. I'm not even gonna, dude. We talked about this for mad long, and then even today I was making excuses. I'm like, maybe the lighting's not right. Maybe we should wait until we get a better
tripod
or better tripod. Yeah. So I'm glad you were just like, nah, bro, let's just do it.
I mean,
so I appreciate that.
No. I think it was good.
Yeah, no, I think it was really good. I'm just excited to kind of get to know my roommate more and get to know you as a person more too, bro. Because, you know, I think you and I both have the same mindset when it comes to a lot of things. And, you know, we're going to do a lot of shit, man. And it's not even about us. At the end of the day, this isn't about me at all. I want to be able to, this is all about people that I want to help. And I want to show people that, like, you could set up a fucking camera in your apartment, record yourself talk to one of your buddies,
and reach thousands of people.
Thousands, if not hundreds, if not millions of people across the world. Hopefully, even if I only, you know, reach one person with wise words today. All you got to know is that everybody goes through stuff, but everything that you go through is for a reason. Okay, and that reason is God. It's love. Everything that you go through in life is love. It's supposed to get you to what you really, really want to be in your life. And everything that you want in this life is it's on its way to you. You just gotta go get it.
Facts.
Right?
It's already out there. Your car is waiting for you. Go get it.
That job you want's out there, the girl you want's out there, the man you want's out there, the type of life that you want is out there. It's already here, right? It's I don't know, I've heard about quantum jumping and all that, but it's like, it's all manifestations and stuff, and positive affirmations, and it's a mixture of all that, right? But you have to be the life. You have to live the life as if you were already that person, like what we're doing now. The fact that we're shooting episode 1 and 2, and now it's like, okay, what are we gonna do after this? Now it's time to go edit the clip, and it's time to do this, and it's time to do that, and then it's like, okay, it's about consistency. If you're consistent on what you want to do and what you want out of something, and if you put your all into it, and you pray behind it, and then you just believe as it's already here and it's already your life, then you are that person. Right. And then what happens is you're confusing your brain, because your brain will believe what you tell it. And I am a streamer. I am a content creator. I am a millionaire.
You attract all that to you. Like, you're not even the one pursuing that. It starts to pursue you.
Exactly.
Once you put in the work.
You make one step towards your goals. Your goals make one step towards you. That's how that works, right?
Absolutely.
You can pray all you want to God, right? And God's like, okay.
Show me the works of my hands, he said.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? God said, you know, you can pray to him, but he wants to see his creation actually taking steps and working towards something, and then he is going to bless you abundantly. But if you're not doing anything to make it happen, he's never gonna. He might bless you a little.
That's tough, bro.
He might bless you a little bit, but you're not gonna get.
You're never gonna get what you actually want.
Yeah. Until you.
Oh, he'll do is he'll show you glimpses of it.
Yeah.
Right. And this is the glimpse where we're in right now. Like, this process, the fact that, like, because my dream is to have my own office. Like, and I mean an office, not like, a little fucking desk like this, and like, no, I want an office, multiple rooms, different people, and these bitches fucking getting excited, fucking motivate each other, like, and just like all work like a content creation office, right? And like, I really want that, bro. Like, because there's a lot of people out there like us, but what I'm doing with this brand, what we're doing with this brand, is giving people words for that,
right?
Because some people don't even have the courage, confidence to say what they really want to say.
Right.
Bro, it took me years. I've had a dream to be a YouTuber since I was 13 years old, bro. 13, bro. Watching PewDiePie and Markiplier and fucking...
Before it was even...
And watching the FaZe Clan go nuts on hitting trick shots on Call of Duty and just uploading clips of that. Yeah. You know, but I was so insecure, like, is anybody gonna watch it? Are we actually, you know? So now it's like, we just gotta do it, bro.
Yeah, we are.
And we're doing it.
Yeah.
We are the, you know, our podcast is gonna have 100,000 followers in 2 months. Watch, bro. I highly believe that.
No.
It's all 2 months. 100,000 followers?
100,000 followers in 2 months would be crazy.
This was an account.
This
was an account that I had before, so we're already at 10K.
Sheesh.
So like, we're already a tenth of the way there, right? So I built that account off, like, you know, workout clips and shit like that. That's fine. That's, you know, so we can do that, right? And then, but I think it might even be sooner, because honestly, it's like, if you're consistent, you're posting every day, it's kind of hard not to go viral, bro. It's about consistency and like one video. It only takes one video to change your life. That's it. One video. It could be 10 seconds. Right? Bro, look at the Hawk Tua girl.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest, bro.
Changed forever.
Bro, the girl said one thing.
Yeah.
right?
It's crazy.
And it changed her life. I mean, she's doing brand deals right now. Like, everybody is hating on her because she's known for one thing, and it's like, I don't know.
But Hawk 2 is everywhere.
She's uploading her whole life to go to LA. It's like, bro, if you don't take that chance on your viral moment and maximize it to the most of your ability, you might lose that, right? Because the next time you see it, oh, that's the Hawk 2 girl. Oh, she fell off. No, she's doing brand deals. She's monetizing on her shit. Like, you got to be able to monetize on something you truly love, or at least if you have a brand, you got to make the most of it. I mean, you have to. I mean, I want to be known as a streamer, motivator, entrepreneur, just a guy that just does what he wants, when he wants, works for himself.
Right.
That's really it.
Yeah, no, you don't want to work for somebody else, bro.
No.
Like,
you don't.
Like, I can't tell you, like, how many times I worked my way up the ladder, I sacrificed, my whole life for a job, and then to come to have a boss that couldn't care less about anything you did. He's just more worried about putting money in his own pocket,
Yeah.
You're just a number to him. You're just a paycheck.
And there's someone on top of him telling him the same exact feeling, the same, just harder, and it's.
But yeah, guys, just go for it, and we're gonna be going for
long time.
long time now.
All
Like,
the process. I mean, even when we do get it,
we're not one and done, guys.
it's not done because I want to be able to multiply it.
Right.
Bro, I want to be able to find more people like us that think like us, do the things that it's just they're looking for us too, bro. They're out there like, damn, I dead ass want I want hundreds of people. I want an army, bro, of just people that just think the way we do, bro, and just want to work together and help each other. Like, everybody's got such hate towards each other that they don't care if that person wins. It's like, bro, I want everybody to win, dude.
Yeah, me too. And I know, you guys are gonna see we're gonna get a lot of hate too. I'm already prepared.
It's cringe, bro. It's
yeah,
like,
you're gonna
bro,
say crazy stuff.
You're gonna be cringe until,
You're
like,
not.
bro, Mr. Beast.
Until you're not.
There's a Mr. Beast clip, bro, and I love this clip. He's like, you're delusional until you're not.
Until you're not. Until you're not.
Bro, people hated on Mr. Beast, bro. Dude, the guy's got like 20 different YouTube channels of literally his same content, just different languages. And the guy's a multi-millionaire.
It's crazy.
Like hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, bro, come on,
And
man.
he just keeps reinvesting in himself because he believes in himself. It's crazy. Believing in yourself will get you places that you never thought you could go. So you can let everybody else in the room and everybody else around you can doubt you, but as long as you keep that like ultimate belief in yourself, you're gonna make it. Like, there's no way you cannot make it if you really believe in yourself.
I think a good way to finish this off, Jed, is to talk about what's our next goal. Right? I think we should do that every episode. What's your goal, right? So I'm gonna say my goal to start it off to kind of give you like an idea of what I'm talking about here. Goal one for me is I want to get noticed. Like, my favorite, like, I want to be a streamer. I want to just be able to, because I love video games, retro, horror, Fortnite, just like FPS, like first person shooter games. I want to be well known as a good player with a great attitude that motivates people, and the fact that you can mix fitness and gaming together.
A lot of
right?
people think you can't do this.
And you definitely can.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to change someone's life, but I also want to get noticed by like someone like Sketch, someone like Queso, someone like Jinxie. Shout out to y'all. You guys are my favorite streamers. Same with Aiden Ross, Kai Sanat, and all of AMP. Like, you guys, I saw you guys grow from the bottom, seeing Queso do 2K and then figuring out that wasn't his thing, and then, I don't know, and then Jinxie with, Rainbow Six, and then Sketch with like Madden, and then, Kai just doing crazy shit every month, and it's just like,
crazy.
literally, bro, and just like investing. These people are just true to what they really want to do, and they believe in themselves 100%. And I want to be that. I want to be able to completely just believe in myself and just this is who I am. And that's what I'm going through right now, bro. Is the transition period of letting go old me and just welcoming,
that's good.
This is who I am.
That slaps. That slaps. I think we all could relate to that. Like,
so that's my goal.
That was fire.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you.
Nah, we're gonna make that happen. But
your goal.
my goal right now, I'm a store manager for a tire company, and you know, I worked hard to like get to where I thought I wanted to be, and I still feel empty. I still don't like working for a big company, you know, where, you know, you can work 6-7 days a week and still not be good enough. I still have to request a day to go see my daughter. Like, you know, my goal for this year is to let go of the old me as well, and stop depending on other jobs to provide my needs. Like, I want to create something for me and my family and other people, and show other people that they can make a way, and it doesn't have to be the conventional route. Like, you can think outside the box, and yeah, I don't care what it looks like. I just want to you know, break free.
That's dope, bro.
Break
I
free.
love that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
But yo, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna leave Jed's TikTok, you know, just social media, IG, Facebook, all this stuff, whatever we're uploading this to, in the description below. Also, if you guys can, give me a follow on my T Hoffa account as well. Both accounts, you know, they'll be in the bio below. I should reset that. Hold on, sound way off, bro. And then we'll fuck, the handshake was good into that too. All right, that's fine. We can just cut it there, and then we'll do that. So yeah, guys, in the description below. Fuck, hold on, I got this because I want to do different. Like, actually, you started off.
All right, yeah.
Because you were talking last, so it makes sense.
So basically, wrapping it up here, guys. If you could go follow me on Facebook. I got a big Facebook following. My name is Jedediah Foot on Facebook. Same thing on Instagram. We're gonna put it below here. Also follow my TikTok. I don't know my TikTok off the top, but it's right down here below. And cool. Guys, take it away.
And then mine is T Hoffa. All my handles: IG, Facebook, Instagram. I just said that, edgy. Twitter. Threads, like, you know, Clapper, like,
yo,
Rumble,
go crazy.
Everything. Literally T Hoffa, all my handles.
Okay.
I just make it simple. Except my Twitter. My Twitter is T Hoffa _. Okay, so that's a little different. So everything else, T Hoffa, Twitch, Kick, TikTok. I stream on both Twitch and TikTok, so those are my two accounts I'm trying to grow in streaming. Facebook, my personal Facebook is TJ Hoffman. I also have over 4,000 followers on there. I'm trying to get like Jed here, monetize my Facebook. So if you guys could, definitely give me a follow or add me on there. And then eventually I want to lead into a part in this brand where we're able to lead into, you know, having people come on our podcast, right? It's just us two right now, right? That's coming real soon. And our point, guys, to this is to show people the struggle. Have people come on here, like maybe even a celebrity, and they tell us a story of how they went from point A to point B in their career, that they didn't know if they could really do it. And then they realize to snap back into it and realize that everything is happening for a reason, and they keep going, and then off from there. And that's what we're hoping to do with our brand, guys. So yeah, Jed Foot on everything. I'm gonna put everything in the bio below. Same thing with T Hoff on everything with me, guys. But until next time, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I love you guys.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Bye.
Yes, sir.